When it says live, you are now live. Hey, everybody.
Hi.
We have Regena, and who do we have here?
Ella.
Ella. So Ella came back from a trip to Kentucky. She came back late last night so she could join us today, didn't you? Well, sort of, kind of, right? Sort of, kind of. She really wanted to work. So welcome to Farmhouse Fabrics, and we had a few things. We're just a little bit late because I had a little pile down here, and Regena said, "This is all you got?"
I was like, Sally, we have to have more than that.
So we took another little trip up around, and we brought some more things to talk about. And anyway, Ella has been creating button assortments for me, and so she's going to work on that, and then we'll have her come back, and maybe we'll hold a dress up to her, or maybe we'll have her do the drawing for our giveaway. All right, you ready?
Great.
All right, thank you. You can sit down.
Okay, Sally.
Your job is done.
Nothing like being dismissed all of a sudden.
So Regena is my Kristen today.
Yeah, hello. I'm
Yeah,
Kristen.
Kristen, that's right.
A little different look, but...
Well, we're closer to the same age. That is one thing, right?
And the height, so it's like...
Oh yeah. I'm still on the
She's
still on the
book.
catalog because I looked, but Kristen is like much taller than I am. Yeah, and so we have a lot of things to show you. Regena brought some garments that we're going to talk about how she did the trims and give suggestions, and then we have some new fabrics, and Christy and Hope put them together to show you. This is a Swiss voile, and so that they could trim out some of these other. They found coordinates. They found some coordinates.
And so we're going to coordinate it up.
Yeah, we're going to coordinate it up, man.
That's right.
And we found some other stuff that we haven't shown yet that's really cute. And new kits. The girls have been making kits, really cute kits.
Oh, and this fabric is so pretty. So the minute she brought it back here, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that.
And then we're going to push a product that we don't carry, and we hope that you all love it as much as Regena
Girls,
does.
I got some exciting news to tell you about. I can't wait. It's like, it's going to be...
In this nifty little thing.
In that little nifty pack.
All your sewing problems will be solved.
That's right, they will.
That's right. So we're going to talk about that. This is Creative Notions, Creative Feet. And so, yeah. That's kind of like the overview, right?
That's the overview.
That's the overview.
And so we can just start talking about some of this fabric then.
All right. Maybe
we can do this and get it out of the way.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
This white bolt only weighs a ton, and we were talking about that we could dress everybody in the neighborhood in a cardigan out of this. So, but this is beautiful rib knit. It is so soft and so pretty, and the color is just gorgeous.
It's perfect for fall, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's just...
Like, I've been seeing shirts, turtlenecks, t-shirts, cardigans. In fact, Regena said Jilly Atlanta has a cardigan called Riviera. And I think that Emma is putting a link to Jilly Atlanta. It's a PDF pattern. And so you're going to want to look at that. You know, we love Jilly Atlanta patterns. Love them. And they always go together really well.
And these colors are just beautiful for fall.
Great.
I mean, they're so pretty.
So this is a rib knit, and it's a finer rib knit and a lighter weight than this one. But it's got all those fall colors, and it looks good with this corduroy, which is camel, I think. Camel corduroy underneath there.
Yeah, we were trying to match it up to the corduroys, and this is so pretty.
You know, it actually looked really great with orange.
Orange looked really pretty.
I know.
A dark green would be really pretty, and, you know, I mean, it would go with anything, just about those fall colors.
We're still living in summer, but we're starting to think fall.
Yeah, it's really, I told Sally it's really hard to get into it because it's so hot.
I know.
I just can't get into fall sewing because I'm burning up, you know.
Yeah.
But today I was driving here and I thought, you know, I looked down and it said 86 and I thought, man, we're having a fall day today. It's spring
like
here or something.
It's not even hot, right?
No.
Or not yet. Not yet.
No, it hadn't warmed up yet.
Well,
yeah, so.
Way underneath here, and if you have a turtleneck pattern that you love, let us know, because I do love turtlenecks in the wintertime. But look at this wonderful. You know what we could do? We're gonna try the overhead. Let's try the overhead so we can
I'm not Kristen, but we're gonna.
Okay, there we go.
We're gonna go for it.
And so the overhead you can see on YouTube and on
we're gonna bring it in closer.
Facebook. Yeah, look at this.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it's gorgeous. So It's a beautiful, beautiful ivory color, and has a little more weight than the floral one. But man,
I can see somebody who's really tiny in a nice little dress for winter.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be pretty?
like your daughter for one.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
Oh,
slim fitting.
yeah.
It would be so
Well,
pretty,
Regina,
elegant.
how about us?
By the time you stretched it over me, Sally,
Yeah.
there would be no ribs in it anymore.
It'd be a stretch knit.
A stretch knit. Okay.
Yeah, it would be
versatile.
gone.
Well,
It's versatile.
it's versatile.
Very
Hey,
versatile.
one size fits most. Don't you love it when they say that?
It's definitely not fit all.
I think when they said one size fits all, they had people dispute that, and so now they say one size fits
It's most.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this would,
But I could see this.
yeah, it's a
See,
really
look,
nice,
as a turtleneck or a cowl neck would be gorgeous. You know, I love
or even
a
just a
cowl neck.
regular,
just a cardigan.
no,
Or
just
just a
even knit
t-shirt.
top. Yeah,
Yes.
it would be beautiful.
All right, Regina, we're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, Sally's into the cowl things. I would suffocate if I had to wear that.
Sheen to it. It looks like it does from here.
Well,
No, it's just, it's a very classy.
Maybe it's the
I feel like
Classic.
it could dress up or down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
either
could
way,
be.
you could wear this so pretty. You look so cool with jeans, you know, or you could wear it really
Do
dressy.
we also have this in black? I have a feeling we have the same one in black.
If we do, I'll link.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
that's the one I might can get away with.
I love this.
Black does wonders.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I think now we should have Regina talk about the
You want me to
creative
talk
feet.
about the feet.
Let's talk about it
Because
for
this
a
will
minute.
get you really going and make you really want to sew.
I know. I have seen these advertised.
I'm
and
sure you've seen these advertised on Facebook. And you know, like a lot of things on Facebook, I'm real sketchy.
Right. In fact,
Because
I
a
don't
lot
like
of
to
it comes
order
from China
Facebook.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But this comes from Arizona. And the lady that created this is in Arizona. Her name is Claire, and I think it's Rowley. And I happened to see this, and I ordered. It comes in like you can buy separate kits, like 1 foot, or you can buy a bundle. Well, I just bought the 1 foot, the satin edge foot it was called. And I got it, and the day I got it, I got so excited. I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh, look at what this thing does, you know. And so I went on her webpage and looked at the rest of it, and then I saw where she had the kit, the bundle that had all 3 feet, and it comes with a printed notebook. You can get it printed, or else you can print it yourself, but like, duh, I'm not going to print it myself. And then I had a, you know, it's like, how many hundred pages is there in here? There's a couple hundred pages.
208.
It's 208 pages.
Yeah, and so I thought, I'm just going to get it with it printed. And then it comes also with a USB stick that has, she's videoed every step of each foot does. So you get all this in this bundle. So I called up, and she actually, I mean, I was surprised she answered the phone. I was like, I got the real person. And I talked to her about it, and we discussed all this, and I told her like what sewing I did, you know, and she was like, now have you done this, and have you done that? And I was like, oh my God, no. Okay, but I really want to do this. So I ordered the whole package, and I got it. And so I've sewn out a few samples here that I want to show what you can do. And it's 3 feet, and these feet fit any machine. She used to work in a sewing machine. Her parents owned a sewing machine store.
Let's go to. We're gonna go to the
I'm gonna go to the
overhead to
overhead.
show the feet,
I'll get them out here so I can do
All right.
this.
and then
And we're gonna
there you go. I
up.
think you're good.
Good.
Yeah. And so
Okay.
you just have to slide them. Maybe
That
there we
way.
go. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have the satin edge foot, which is this one, and then this one is I forgot what it's called. Anyway, you have this foot, and then and this one you can do with the like elastics and trims and things like that, and then you have the piping beading sequin foot. So with these 3 feet, you can do almost anything you want to do, or probably
And
anything you
all
want to
those
do.
are what the different
And
shanks
these are the
to
different
fit whatever
shanks.
machine you have,
Right.
right?
These are all the different shanks. And like on mine, I use a baby lock, so I use this one, this little one here. And it works so nice. I mean, it just snaps on, snaps off.
So show me how it snaps onto your foot. Show me where it would.
Right here on this little
Oh,
bar.
okay, okay,
See?
all right,
And then it just fits on your machine like the regular
right.
thing. And then you just snap it back off when you get finished, like that. But they are really cool. So I use just this one. I use this foot, which is a satin edge foot, And then for the piping, I use this beading foot, which, you know, I have about 3 different types of piping feet for my machine. None did as well as this.
Wow.
You know.
So I'm going to show, this is where she did piping on this fabric.
Excuse me.
And so
one is narrow. It sews a really, really narrow seam, which is absolutely beautiful. And you don't even touch it. These were designed for a sight impaired person. And so all she did was put it there, and it goes all by itself right through the thing.
Perfect sewing.
And the stitches, this little foot here, I'll show you. I think you can see this.
You can.
Has this little roller. It moves.
Oh yeah.
This little pin. When you're on the machine, you can see how it works. You see how this is going away from that
Yes,
foot?
yes.
And then when you're stitching, it goes back and forth. This one, I got the wrong one. It's this one. Now watch. I'll show you.
Okay, go forward just a tiny bit. Right there.
Yep,
right there.
Okay. Anyway, where is my little thing here? You can see that little pin? I got it rolled over too far here. I mean, I hadn't used this when I was using my other foot. But when you roll it away from this little pin, when you're stitching, it's going over that little thing.
Right.
And then when you pull it off of there, it's perfectly, the seam is perfectly
wow.
formed. And so that's what I started out, and I wanted to show you this. I wanted to do a pin tuck. Okay, I have a machine. I'm going to go back to this for right this minute. I have I bought the Thoth machine to do a pin tuck with, twin needle. Or not twin needle, but anyway, yeah, I use a twin needle. This is the seam that I did to create a pin tuck. And I'm going to go back over here and show you. Can you see if we can get even closer to this? And where is my little thing here?
There you go.
You can see how narrow this is. It's like a 1/16 of an inch. And it just sews absolutely straight, absolutely perfect down through there. Then I just folded the fabric over again, finger pressed it, and did the same thing. I didn't press this with a iron or anything, and it just sewed them just beautifully spaced.
That's beautiful. Is that the same thing, the same foot you used to do
Yes.
Am I getting ahead of the game?
No, you can do so many things with the one foot. I mean, it's incredible. So I thought, okay, for all the heirloom ladies, I'll show you this and then I'll go back. And we always butt up the 2 pieces of lace together. Well, this one, I
bring it down in front of.
I start.
There we go.
Sue Esty says she met her at a sewing expo and that she demonstrated all these feet. She said she was very helpful.
Well, she was on the phone
yes.
too.
She was able to get a bundle at the show price. Great purchase.
That's great.
It's wonderful, and she was so helpful to me, and she just kept suggesting things, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was so excited I couldn't wait for it to get in. And and I'd tell her what type of sewing I was doing, and she'd say, okay, well, have you tried this or have you tried that? I was like, no, but I will. And so instead of butting up the 2 pieces of lace together, I just starched the 2 pieces, laid them face down on top, one on top of the other, and just did that little narrow seam through there. And then I opened it up, pressed it out, and
It's perfect.
And it's perfect, and there's no skipping, no
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
in here,
it
no
looks-
holidays on it,
Right.
I mean, it came out just so nice, and I was probably just thrilled about that. I was like,
You were
whoa.
probably.
I just thought, man,
I might have been happy about
all my
that.
heirloom friends are gonna love
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
because it was so time saving. It's just
Right.
like, wow, when it came out so nice.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And then on that same foot, you can do this, the little satin edge. And it's so nice on there, and you can do applique with it. You can do a wider stitch. I mean,
Well, what about the little French seam?
And the
So we're
French
going to talk
seam.
about the French seam too.
now I know everybody has their way of doing a French seam. A lot of them, you have a 1/4 inch. Some people use like that lightning stitch and go down it, and then they go back and trim right along that stitch and turn it. Okay, or you do a straight stitch and then you have to go back and trim it. Well, you can do this without trimming because you can get your seams so close. And that's what I did here.
So with a French seam, there might be people that really don't know what that means. You put your wrong sides together first, which is the
Right.
opposite of the way
It's
you
like
normally
this.
sew. You put your wrong sides together first and sew a very narrow seam.
Then you're going to flip it over, press it. I just finger press these. and then you're going to go back and sew right on the outside of that little stitch, and it's like 1/16. It's so tiny. It's not even an
So
eighth.
that sort of keeps it in a little groove then, probably, right?
It doesn't keep it in a groove. It just
Well,
runs
how does
right
it-
along the
how
edge
does
of
it
this foot.
Hold it so
When it's
so
here,
great.
This foot. Let's see.
You got do it like you're
This way.
looking at it. Yeah.
Okay. So then you would do it. Flip this over. No, gotta go this way. I'll figure this out. Anyway, it runs like right along that foot.
Okay.
You
All
see that
right.
white
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
See the little bar?
Oh yes. Yeah.
I don't know if they can see that. I can bring it back up there. No. Yep. It has this
Yeah.
little bar that's like right in the center of this foot. And then when this seam runs along the white edge of this foot, the needle's going back and forth over that
Oh, it is.
for a zigzag.
Oh,
straight
okay,
stitch,
okay,
it's
straight,
running
yeah,
right
yeah, right,
along
uh-huh.
the edge of that.
Right.
And you move your needle over to ever how far you want it that
Right,
seam to be.
Right.
And it's going to make it perfect all the way down through there.
Got a couple late people. They said, "Who is Regena talking about, and where can we order them?"
Okay.
You go to creativefeet.com, and that's where you can find it. And it's Claire Rowley. She created this, invented this.
And it's Claire.
She's been in the business for a
C-L-A-R-E.
very long time. Back, she started out with Nancy Zeman,
Mhm.
way back when, she said.
Well, we know
And-
how great Nancy Zeman was.
Yes,
My
and so-
goodness.
These little feet, I mean, they are so good. And so then, but this is the French seam that I did. Let's get up here.
Yeah, there it is,
French.
finished.
There it is,
So
finished.
open.
So
Yeah.
you can see now that you have it's finished on both sides.
Mhm.
Like
And
that.
it's tiny. It's so tiny.
It is very tiny.
Good.
So
Wow.
yeah. And then I used the satin edge stitch on a piece of knit to do a lettuce edge, and I just stitched along it, and then when I got finished, I pulled it, and it just rolls right up.
Mhm.
You don't even need your serger. And that's what I thought, because a lot of ladies don't have sergers. And even
Right,
in,
flip it back to one, maybe.
okay.
Mhm.
And then, in my Come Sew With Me Facebook page, I see a lot of ladies saying, well, what if I don't have a serger? How can I do this?
Mhm.
Well, before I didn't know. Now I know.
Yeah.
You buy these feet. And you
Good.
can buy them individually if you want to just buy one and try it out, because that's what I did in the beginning, and then I just couldn't wait to get the other three.
Or go
And
to a
it's-
show.
Or go to a show.
Yeah.
Go to one of your shows. Look
Yeah.
at her page and find out where she's going to be,
Yeah. She'll probably be
And
there
go-
to a lot of different shows.
A lot of the
demo.
quilt shows, because a lot of it is quilting stuff. But and the price online is $154.99 for the whole bundle. And I think each individual foot's maybe like $29.99, and it's an excellent price for what you get. The information. I mean, this is the notebook, and she explains and tells you every setting, everything that you need to do, and they're generic settings, and so everybody can use them. And I've picked out a lot of trims from here to go home and play with. Like sewing on pearls. And you can embed the pearl. There's one section on embedding the pearls actually into the stitching.
Wow.
And so I can't wait to practice that. You can do cut work with this. You can do, all kinds of things with these 3 feet. And so,
let us know if you order these. It's going to be fun to hear,
yeah,
right?
I'd really like
and
to know.
let us
So
know. We don't have anything to gain
I
one
get
way or
nothing
another.
from this.
No,
it's just
her-
because
yeah.
I always like to share,
But
and
if
that's
she
what I
loves
told
it,
her.
that's what happened when we had people come to classes. They're like,
Right.
look at this neat thing that I got. And I love it. And
Yeah,
so then,
and that's
then
what
we all
happens,
get
and-
excited with it, with each other.
And that's what I told Claire when I was talking to her. I said, well, this is, I do Gab and Gush, and I said, I will go and I will take this, because I was so excited talking to her. And I said, I will show them, because, when there's a product out there that's worth having, I think you should share it.
Well, and
everybody should know about it.
I think so too, Regina. And I like to know if somebody I trust is
Right.
happy with it.
Yeah.
It's like we're not doing it for our own gain.
No,
we're doing it
no.
for your gain, really.
No,
Yeah.
that's right. And so when I have my page, and I, on my Facebook page, and I like to show things that I do, and things that I use, and that's what I'm talking about. This is just great, and so I hope
Hey,
you
you're
all
not
will be
excited, are you?
be as excited as I am about it. You know, it's just something
oh my
new.
Goodness. Oh my
And you
goodness.
can tell I haven't been to a show in a very long time.
Oh, you know what? I know the people that have gone, and you used to go to them a
I know,
lot.
I used to always
and
go.
so you can see all the new things.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah.
and you know what's coming out and what's new, and you see these
Right.
things to use, and you get them, and then you get home, and sometimes you're like, what did I buy that for?
Yeah.
I have no clue what it was.
I gotta learn how to use it. Well, it looks like
Right.
you jumped
But
right in.
these feet, I can guarantee you will use them, and I think that you will be really happy if you do.
That's neat.
You know, to be able to.
I'm
sew.
very tempted. I think I'll do it. I don't know if I'll do it. I don't know if I do. I sew. I might not sew. I don't sew nearly as much as you sew.
No, but I'll fix you up with that one foot that you
Oh.
can sew things with.
And then I'll love it, right?
She may not want the specialty foot like the beading foot and the piping,
Yeah,
the piping
yeah.
foot and stuff, but
Yeah.
that satin edge foot, I think everybody ought to own one of those.
Now
And
that
you don't
I
have to
think
go
I
out
really
and
would
buy that
use
$600 foot kit from your machine place. I'm sorry to say, but you know.
We got friends out there.
Okay.
Yeah, machine places.
Well, you still have to have the. I mean, you still get your feet with your machine and stuff,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
know, if you want a specialty thing,
You
get
know
this one.
what is so amazing? Like if you go to an estate sale or something
Mm-hmm.
and you look at old sewing machines and open that box
Right.
of feet that they had every specialty foot available, and they're so complicated looking.
They
you
were.
know,
I mean,
like,
I have some. I'm like, what would you
how
do
did they
with
do
this?
that?
Yeah.
But aren't they cool?
They are
looking?
cool
I think
looking, yeah.
they're really neat, and they're all metal. And
All metal.
it'd be fun to sit down one day and have somebody teach you how
It's
to
like
actually
I
use
ordered
those
a
things.
hem stitch foot for a Singer machine. Well, I guess I'm not brilliant enough to use it because
Oh.
I had no idea how this thing goes on there or how this works, you know.
Oh
so
my goodness.
it's a relic in my sewing room. It's like,
Hey, we asked a question this week for our giveaway that was, are you a planner for your sewing, or do you fly by the seat of your pants? You know, or are you a procrastinator, or you do things last minute?
no.
You're more of a planner.
I fly by the seat of my pants sometimes, but most of the time, I want whatever I'm doing done in a week at least a week ahead. It's like I don't want to be going right up to the end of the minute and think, because I would be so stressed out I couldn't get it done. I'd make so mistakes.
I'm
And it's
just
easy
the
enough to
opposite,
do without
I
doing
think.
that.
I
was
think
making.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it was very fun reading the comments.
Oh yeah, I'm
that
sure.
that you put in for the drawing, and there are some people that are just absolutely they get things done way in advance, and
Yeah.
other people like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
I have tonight to work on it, right? So one lady said that she was sewing the homecoming dresses or something like that when her girls had them on the way to the homecoming.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I'd have a nervous breakdown. I couldn't do that.
I know. I want to show that we've had some Swiss voile before in these really interesting colors, and see, it's like
This is beautiful.
made in Switzerland. It says right on the side on the selvage. It's a beautiful color, fall green. What is it? Is it olive? What is it?
No, it's not really olive. It's kind of in between. I'm not sure what.
But it's
you would call
it's a
it.
good blender.
But it is beautiful
So
with this.
the girls pulled some pretty. This is our little Michael Miller, like sunflowers.
When you
And-
think of this, you definitely think of fall.
I know.
You know.
But this would be so cute as a ruffle around a collar or
Mhm.
something like that, or
Yeah.
even right here at the waist, and or maybe even
On the hem.
a little blouse. Oh, on the
Somewhere,
hem.
yeah.
But that would be cute.
Yeah.
And then
Or a
believe it or not,
sash. Put it around
Oh,
the
I
belt,
love
make a
that
big sash
idea.
and tie it in the back. It would be really
That's
cute.
a great
Yeah.
idea.
And look at this one.
This is Liberty, and it's pretty with that,
Oh, it's gorgeous.
and it makes it less summery, doesn't it?
It does. It's more fall looking.
Oh, I love the idea of a sash,
Yeah.
Regina. That's great.
This is, if you just walked in and you saw this, you would not buy it. Because you would probably think to yourself, who would wear that color? What would you put that on? You know, but once you pull these fabrics, I mean, they look absolutely gorgeous with it.
What is she saying? Who would buy that ugly stuff?
Well, it's not ugly, but it's just one of those colors where you don't,
That's
think
like,
about buying.
Does this do me any good? I
Yeah.
don't think so.
And you look in the mirror and you're like, no,
I
okay.
don't think so.
When it has a little accent, it makes it pop more.
There you
It
go.
does.
There you go.
I'm telling you, you put this as a sash, it's going to
Yeah.
be beautiful.
That would be a really
You know,
pretty
a tiny
sash.
little ruffle around the sleeves,
Yes,
you know.
I love that.
It would be
So
gorgeous.
this is also pretty on this
Mhm.
Fabric Finders fabric, which is number something
2419.
2419,
Yep.
and that brings out the green in
It
this.
does.
Isn't that cute?
It's
So
very pretty.
we forgot to show these last time, so now you have some more ideas for fall.
Right.
So
You
cute.
Did
definitely
you
do.
already answer the question? Does the notebook come with the feet? that you were
Yeah, if
talking
you
about?
order the bundle, it does. Or you can. I think you can order it. It might be separate also, but it does come with that plus the USB stick. And she has lots of videos. If you go on and look, you can see her doing different
So-
things
You can buy the USB stick and the book
together.
for $29.99.
Okay.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's reasonable.
Yep. It definitely is because it's a great
Wow.
educational tool to have in your sewing room.
I love that. So the notebook, did it come with the notebook, or did
Yes,
it just
it did. And I'll tell
See,
you what,
that's
I was so annoyed because my mail lady folded this up and put it in my mailbox.
Oh,
So she got a really stern letter back from me because you see this? See the,
yes,
where she
yes.
just crammed it in there. She couldn't drive up to my door and put it on the doorstep, you know.
Hey, at least
like-
she came to your house, because yesterday, when we have a substitute, we love our mail driver, our mail carrier. His name is Gerald. He is amazing and wonderful. Well, if the mail isn't picked up by 2:00, we're pretty sure Gerald's not here. So yesterday,
It's a good sign.
it's a good sign. So okay, they've been delivering mail to us for 30 years. I mean, to our business. And if Gerald's not there, I mean, they can't find us anymore. You know, really, really. So I called at like 4:00. I called the North Augusta post office, and the lady said, "Oh, I assure you that they will be coming today to pick up your mail." 8:00, nobody picked up. But did they put some things in our mailbox? Yes, but they did
They
not
didn't
pick
come
up.
to-
And we had so many lace shaping boards flying out the door yesterday, piles and piles. It was very frustrating.
He's going to have even more today.
So when you have a great mail carrier, man, treat him nice.
Yeah.
Treat him really nice, because we love Gerald. I mean, he is amazing. But how can they not know? I mean, it's not like we're a new business, right?
Well, no.
and
But
it's like,
it's probably like that one time when a class and a lady goes, "Well, did they ever deliver mail out here?" It's like it's not that far out in the woods.
we're in the country, but
And they're not on an island either, so it's like
yeah, that's right.
yeah, they
Yes,
deliver.
we get mail.
Yeah.
We do have the internet,
Right.
even though it's kind of spotty sometimes, as you know, with our lives.
Well, that can be anywhere.
Okay, this piece of fabric just came in, and it's so great
This
for
is
fall. I think,
beautiful.
don't you? 'Cause it's a twill, and I want to say it's softly brushed, but you really can't feel any brushing. But kind of like
No, but it feels
Swiss
lush,
flannel
yeah.
is a twill, but you really can't feel the brush. But it's so wonderful. So this is a pink and white, about 3/8 of an inch,
Mhm.
and it's a woven. That means that it's thread dyed, not dyed after it was made, and so that makes everything on the even, the
Yes.
straight of the grain.
It's the same on both sides.
Yeah, same on both
Yeah.
sides. And wouldn't it be cute in a like a Kimberly or a, see, I'm thinking that here's a Kimberly by Bonnie Blue Designs. It would be very cute this way. It would be cute in a is Children's Corner Ruthie still?
Mhm.
Okay, Ruthie. And so we have,
Oh, it would be really
where-
pretty.
you
in
know,
that.
with
yeah.
you know, isn't that a Ruthie right underneath that pink? You see that pink corduroy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cute?
And we have the Ruthie.
And we have the Ruthie. So
This
here
would be adorable.
is, this is the back, this is the front,
Mhm.
and this whole thing in a long sleeved Ruthie would be,
Be so pretty, and it'd
precious.
be warm too. I mean,
Yeah,
it would be nice. Yeah.
because it's not going to be roasting hot,
No.
but it's a little heavier than regular gingham. And so just think how cute that would be in a little Ruthie.
Be very, very, cute.
Sweet. So we forgot to show that too, and I wanted to show it because 16 inches wide, really cute, really nice. And
Feels heavenly.
Regina has a dress that she made over the Kimberly. Where is it,
This one?
Regina? Yeah, that's it. That's it. I feel like the pattern's not in here. It's so
I told
lightweight.
Sally yesterday I went and pulled these out. These are been made a long time ago. But I went through the tubs and pulled this out to show you because I thought it was so cute. You could use that fabric. You could make this. You know, you can use your piping. A little bit darker pink would be really pretty on that pink check. And you can make a little flower out of something else, like the dots of something. And this is a clover pattern. And you could
It's
cut.
a little tool. Wasn't it a
Yeah,
little tool?
It's a little.
I don't think we have it anymore.
They don't, but I'll tell you,
Yeah.
it's a real simple thing that you could cut.
Should we go to the overhead to show them what that looks like?
I can show you.
Let's see.
Get it over
Let's
there.
do it this way, and then it's right for them.
There it is.
Where are we? Okay.
If I back it out some, I think
Yeah.
it'll.
Yeah.
There
you
we
go.
go.
There you go.
Okay, if you just took a little scallop circle, I mean, just make it about so big, and then you just fold it, you know, and so that they're all the little humps are going the same way, and you just run a thread through the bottom of that point, and you just sew a whole big circle of those.
So each
Each one is individual.
one of these, and it has, looks like it has 1, 2, 3, 4 scallops.
So you just make it 4, and then you would just fold them until you run a little
It
thread
looks
through
like
the
you
bottom.
have about 25 of them in here.
Probably. You would
Kind of
just-
says full.
And you can make it as big as you want it, you know.
Yeah.
And once you get them, and I always use upholstery thread when I'm putting
that's a
something
good
together
idea.
like that,
Yeah.
so that you can pull it really tight and it
Yeah.
won't break.
Right.
And so
Um,
you pull them up, then
a
you sew a button in the
coordinate
middle.
thread or a buttonhole twist thread would also work to hold it really tight. I'm trying to think of other, like, even like
quilting
the-
co- quilting
that's what
thread.
I was
Yeah,
thinking,
quilting
because
thread will
the
do
ones
it.
that we
Just
pleat
double it.
with,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah, and then you can pull
Very
really
cute.
tight.
So this pattern, it has, one of the options is a tie on the shoulder, but it buttons in the back and it has a little placket. And that's cute. I like the buttons you use. Cute.
Buttons are my favorite. I always, when
Yeah.
I'm out here and I start matching, sometimes I have the button and I match up the rest of it, but it's like, those are so
That's
cute.
great. This is sweet. We probably don't even have this print anymore, but we do have a lot of garden pin dot.
Oh yeah, and you can match that up with anything.
Yeah, we have. I'm so glad that Michael Miller came out with the garden pin dots again and
Yeah.
new colors, because we love
I
the garden
love
pin
to-
dots.
to
I love them
coordinate
for
those.
bias and piping, because when you fold it on the bias, you still get all your dots,
get your dots.
because they're scattered.
right.
They're scattered, and which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Kimberly by Bonnie Blue Designs. And so
Yeah.
Jenny Marks suggests the Children's Corner Lizette for that pink gingham too. It's
Oh,
really
okay.
gorgeous in that.
right, it's pleated, right? Isn't that pleated? Lizette?
I think so.
Yeah, pleated. We have Lizette. We carry Lizette. Yeah. Can you do it?
Yep.
You need our long-handled reacher?
We got our grabber.
Yeah. But
We're going to talk about, we won't tell you what the grabber was grabbing, but anyway, Sally was having fun with this grabber. Okay, I pulled this out as to show you the trims, to do some trims. I thought, okay, we just need to remind them about trims. And I know that this is summer, but you know.
Oh, there's the spaghetti.
Yeah, here's the
from
spaghetti and the pin dot.
And you can see
You
that
know?
it's on the bias, and
still
you can
little-
see all the dots.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, this is what I used to make the straps on this dress. As you can see here. Or maybe if I do that and come back, we can show it. Whoop, maybe not so far. And get it in the right place. You can see it looks wide, but that's
Yep.
because I just took 2 pieces of this spaghetti bias and I just use a tiny zigzag and go right down the center.
So that is just a zigzag.
It's just a
not any
tiny
kind of
no.
special.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
And,
And
then
they're strong.
And they are strong. They don't stretch.
Wow.
They're strong.
Yeah.
And it
You
makes
know,
a cute
you could,
trim.
You
you
could
know?
do 3 of them and alternate colors. And
Yeah,
that
you
would
could.
be kind of cute too, depending on what you were what you're making.
Or you can use a different color thread to zigzag them, and that makes it a different look.
I love
you
that.
know? And then then I just tied a little bow on it for a little decoration. I always use this for bows because it comes out really cute. And let's go back.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here.
Carol says she loves watching good friends sewing.
We do have a good. We have a good time.
Yeah.
We have a good time.
We bounce things off of each other all the time.
So this pattern, we were saying it might be the Sorrento. I think it's a PDF pattern because.
Yeah, I think it is too. I can't remember.
Or is it the Augusta? I don't know because I know I made the Augusta in one of the
That's
styles.
What it is.
It's the
That's
Augusta.
exactly what
and
it
it's
is.
by
She
Little
made
Lizard
it, and then
King,
I
the
made
Augusta.
it.
And one of the styles, I made it last summer for Emma for the beach trip, and but I didn't do the sweetheart neckline.
Yeah. And I saw
the
really
other
liked
neckline
it.
was easier. And then she did the sweetheart neckline, which is cute. But you did like what I had to do. She put darts in. Regina put darts in because she's got a young teen and she's tiny, but she still has a figure.
Yeah, she has a figure.
So you can take that straight up and down pattern and when they try it on, just pin those little darts.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And then you have them exactly the way you want them, and then it's a nice little shape in the body.
And it's just
very,
when they're
sweet.
just flat, when you put that on there, it does something to the shoulders and the arms.
Yeah.
It just does not fit right, and it pokes out like right here on the sides, and it looked terrible. And so I was like, okay, I just put a little dart in there and pull it up.
I was at some kind of sewing seminar one time, and they said if you're having trouble fitting a garment to somebody, if you put it on them or put it on yourself, that the fold will actually point to the problem area.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So if it's weird the way it does here, that means it's got to go in. And so
Sally's tip of the day.
Yeah, my tip of the day. That fold. Well, see, you put darts right here. It did.
Yeah.
So that fold will point to your problem area. Like if you have a little tummy, it's going to pull right here, and it's going to point to, and you're like, I already know that's my problem area.
I don't know that I want them to point to the problem area.
Yeah.
I didn't need a big old Sharpie to point to the problem area.
You just take the sheet and cut a hole in it and drape it. It's like, it's flowy.
Yeah, that's right. But it's interesting, especially if you're sewing for a custom sewing or sewing for somebody else.
They were just saying that you could braid 3 colors together on the...
Yes.
Oh, I've done that many times,
haven't you?
And you braid the 3 colors and make a belt.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's really
cute.
It's
really cute. Yeah. So we have a lot of options with spaghetti.
Spaghetti bias is just...
Yeah, it's
you can do so many things with it. I'll show you this one and what you can do with it.
Oh yeah, this is neat.
This is really a cute one. These are the straps. And should I come in on that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Back it up just a tiny bit. There we go.
Okay, on this one we used a trim. I used a trim.
Yep.
And this is our trim.
I love what you did with this, Regina.
And I put it in the center.
Okay, and we're going to slide it over this way a little bit.
Okay, I put that in the center, and then I zigzagged the spaghetti bias on both sides of that to make the strap. Let's see if we can get it just so it'll come out a little bit.
Look at that. Cute. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, I love that.
And so then you have a completely different look on different trim, and I just use those for the straps.
And so this is open behind the trim.
Yeah, this trim is open.
It's a little open. It's cute. And then she went back with that same trim. And
I just made one long piece if you do that, and then I just cut it up.
And actually put it at the top of the pocket.
I made kind of made up
like
a pocket and made it.
A little, that's so sweet.
I sewed it on top of this piece so that you can see color behind it there.
Very cute.
Yeah, so there's lots of things you can do with this, or any trims. And as a lot of my friends know, that I like to do lots of trim stuff. You can take any piece of fabric and you can trim it up, and it comes out looking so good.
I love the straps.
It looks so pretty.
So clever.
Well, it's just a...
That's what your husband says.
Oh, yeah.
She's so clever.
That's not exactly what he says. But, just go in your sewing room, and that's what I said in the class that I taught on trims, is just pull out stuff and sew it together and see how it looks, and make up the stuff that you want to do. And add it to it, and people will go, "Wow, that's really cool. How did you do that?" You know.
Well, there have been times when I've been shopping, like up in New York, and they get trims and things from garment manufacturers. And they've done that with some of these things. They've actually sewn something. I'm thinking, oh, I never even thought about putting this and this. But see, you should be designing for some of them because you think about that.
Yeah, it's really fun. Here, you want to do this one?
Yeah.
That's a good use of little odds and ends you have left over.
It is.
Short pieces from one little pocket. You can trim that one little pocket if you don't have, 4 or 6 inches of that or whatever,
So this is the coolest trim too, and I got this when I bought that other one, but
this one.
yeah, but this one it's like a beading in the middle here, and so you could run ribbon through this.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
I love that. That's pretty. Could go down the front of a garment with or without ribbon. It could go on a strap. And with or without ribbon, or
put a wider ribbon and make the straps under there. Oh my goodness, that'd be beautiful. Yes.
That's really pretty. So this is one.
Across your pocket.
You want to show it up close?
Sure. Yeah.
There you go.
Look at that.
This is so pretty.
And I'm pretty sure we have it in black. And so yeah, this is a beauty. Oh, here we go.
Let's lay it on that and see.
All right, bring it down towards you a little bit. Yep.
Like here. Then you could run a yellow ribbon through it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be really
See, your
pretty
mind
on
is
this?
clicking,
Yeah.
right? Your mind is clicking.
All kinds of things you could do
I
with
know.
this and
I
your
love
fabric. Yeah.
That's really neat.
What kind of fabric is the dress?
I'm not even sure what it was. I mean, it's a cotton, but I don't know what could have been.
Lawn?
I'm not sure.
Like art gallery or something like that. Do you think? Art
I
gallery?
think that was art gallery actually. Now that you said that,
because it feels like art gallery.
I'm pretty sure it was. But it was just such a pretty spring color.
But she went into her closet. She'd been sewing for a long time, so it doesn't mean these are available right now. But similar things, and that way you can use the same idea.
Well, you can use any fabrics for this. But I just want you to get the idea of how to trim up something and what to do with it. And any.
Some questions about the black and white dress behind you.
Oh, there you go.
Come into that.
All right.
I'll have to use the grabber, Sally. I'm not even trying to grab.
I don't know if I trust you back there.
I know.
Now, this is cute. And this is a new PDF pattern by Penny Patterns, right? Am I right?
No, Little Lizard King.
Little Lizard King. Oh, isn't that terrible?
This is Abilene. It's called Little Lizard King, and it's Abilene. And it is so cute and really so quick to do. It's not hard at all because when you sew your shoulder seams together and put your sleeves on and put your lining over the top.
This is like a circle skirt.
Yeah. It's like a circle skirt.
It is a circle skirt. Look at that. The whole dress. Oh my heavens.
Now in the pattern, I'll tell you now, they don't cut the line. They have a long lining, but it's only probably about that far.
So
and I couldn't figure out why they did it that way. So this one, I just used the main
dress
fabric
pattern.
and pattern piece and cut out the lining too.
Because sometimes we know better.
Oh yeah, I just until you sew it up. I was sewing this together. And I was talking to my mother on the phone.
I think I can do this a little different way.
And I thought, yeah, okay. And I was just sewing away, and I got through, and I started to turn it while I'm talking. I'm like, how come this doesn't turn? And I had sewn 2 seams the wrong way.
Oh.
I told her, I said, well, my ripper, if I don't use it every day, he gets really upset. Because it's like, as sure as the world, I'm going to use that ripper. It's like, oh no.
Man.
So I had to rip out that seam and go back.
How cute is that?
It's adorable. And if you saw you did see on Farmhouse the little batik outfit I made. It's the same pattern.
Yeah, that one, because we've had questions, that was in our newsletter today. That was the front, very first picture. And that batik, she's like, why don't you carry batiks? I'm like, man, there are so many options. It's like, how do you know? How do you know what you're going to pick? It's like, that's one more area to go off into. It's like,
I think she needs to get a whole separate room
full
with just batiks because I absolutely love them.
Well, and every time you use one, like in an applique or something, people are like, well, what about that piece? I'm like, oh,
I know,
man.
on the little seersucker outfits I made for the kids for summer, I use the applique and I use the batiks, different colors on those. And my daughter-in-law said she's never said she really liked anything. And so she said, I love that print you put on those. And I'm like, that's not really a print, it's a batik.
But see,
you know?
she recognized
she paid attention to something different.
classy,
you know?
cool looking thing.
And it was. So yeah.
I see them looking at each other. Do we have a question?
I was just looking at the Abilene, some of the options, how cute it is. Even the top.
It's so cute.
I made that the top
adorable.
with the little shorts, and then I made the dress with the bloomers.
So we asked about that because somebody wanted to know about the shorts and the bloomers. So the shorts were high-waisted.
No, that's the bloomers. The bloomers.
High-waisted bloomers, and they're on Etsy. But the shorts is a new PDF pattern by Peony Patterns.
Right, lilac. I think they're
Lilac?
It's called lilac.
Is it lilac?
You can check out.
But they're cute, really cute. I've been wanting to sew those up. They're cute.
And they are adorable, and that and I just love doing the gingham with the batik pockets.
Yes,
and
then the little tie,
belt.
the little belt.
It was so cute.
Very cute. Now you have
I
all
just
those
love
little
them.
tiny girls. Now your other girls are getting kind of big, but
Yeah.
your little tiny girls are doing great.
It's
And you can
strange to
sew
go
all
from
that
those
cool. I know all that
big
cool
ones down to those
I
little
know,
tiny
I
things, you
it.
know?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if these are gonna fit or not. I couldn't remember.
Well,
But when I was sewing for Kaylee, she was so petite that hers was so tiny. It was like, oh my goodness.
so this is kind of fun because this goes over the head with no buttons and
Right,
no
and it's easy
no
to get over the head.
closures.
It's not. There's
yeah.
no.
And it doesn't feel too low or anything.
No.
Because sometimes I look at some of the necklines on things and
They
I'm
come just a
wondering if
little
it's
bit lower.
a little, yeah, it seems a little low to me. And I always wondered, oh, Ella's got the hiccups. If you heard that in the background, oh, Ella. Well,
Yeah. So.
when I was digging through patterns, we were talking about these little bloomers. This is a little vintage pattern that I made, and Kristen was making fun of me because I just grabbed whatever lining.
What is that? It looks like
But it feels like plastic. It's not though. It's like
it's waterproof.
I-
It's not really, but it looks
But
like
look.
it. Hey, they stand up on their own.
You don't need interfacing. But aren't they cute? Look at this little pleated, graceful voile stuff. That's cute.
I'm
Anyway,
looking to see how she did this.
oh, hey, I just
Okay.
like I put
Tell how
a
you
bias.
do
I
it.
did that little
Yeah.
bias around here, and I got it all sewn. And I found that there's a piece of fuzz in between the two layers of this. I'm like, man, wouldn't you know it's in the front? Oh my goodness. But
Well,
anyway,
you have to look hard to find it.
yeah. So patterns that would be cute with little bloomers are.
Oh, these are adorable.
Yeah, this is Bonnie Blue Elise. And so this
That's
one
the
is
baby one,
yep.
and this is the bigger girl.
Yeah, so it's got shorts 3, 6, 12, 18, and 24 months and 3 years. And this pattern has been around for like generations. I love this that buttons at the shoulders.
Yeah,
or
I have a
whatever.
simplicity pattern too. I think
I
the
know.
old one that my mother
old ones.
had.
Me
yeah.
too. And I think they're so cute, and they're cute on little babies with this little open back. And in fact, when I was looking at
See
this, I
their
thought
ruffles?
I should make this. I should make something to this. These can go under for baby June.
Baby June. Well, you make that for Baby June because that's fast.
Yeah,
that should be next week's sew, actually.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
I could do
I
that.
think that would be good.
And so the older sister is 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that has shorts and like capris. And then this one is back to the smaller one. This is Summer Irene, and this one just has kind of it buttons in the back and kind of opens, and it's not like scooped. And so
Right.
that's really cute.
That's
And
really fast to do.
And then it's got the
So-
little ruffled bloomers, which are sweet. So anyway,
So you want to talk about your kits?
yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
So, I admire Anna Marie from Peanut Butter and Jelly Kids. I think she's amazing. And so she put a cute little jacket on her Facebook page, and using the Donald pattern by Maya's Heirlooms. And I thought, that is just so cute. And so today the girls made up a little kit. And it's with the green corduroy and our romantic roses to be a lining.
Oh, it's
Isn't
so
that cute?
pretty.
Isn't that cute?
The colors are so beautiful
We think of
together.
Donald as being a boy, but she had it as a girl a girl style, and it was adorable. So we have a few of these, with our really pretty romantic rose floral to be a lining.
That'll be really,
That'd
really
be cute.
pretty. Yeah,
So that one, I love
really
these.
cute for winter.
I know.
Over little jeans would be so sweet.
And you know, you could underline it with flannel or something like that if you
Yeah, if
wanted
you
it to
need it
be
warmer.
warmer. Yep. And then this, and this is pretty, isn't it?
This is the one I just oohed over when
Yep.
they brought this in. I was like,
So
oh,
this is a twill that we just showed. We just got in, and they are saying to make what? View 4 without the
V4.
pockets.
Mhm.
Although you could make the pockets out of the same twill.
yeah, you could do that.
And this is Anna Catherine by Bonnie Blue Designs. And so this beautiful corduroy, perfect for the collar to go on this little printed twill, which is adorable. And then the buttons are really cute with a little blue rim around the buttons. Love those. So
Yes.
anyway, that's new. And then they made one called Butterscotch something. Did you see?
Who made
The girls made one called Butterscotch.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's a new kit.
The butterscotch plaid.
What is it? Butterscotch plaid. It's very cute, and it's using the dolly pattern,
Butterscotch dolly.
Butterscotch Dolly, by a Wink and a Nod. And I should remember that, right?
You should.
And it's really a really cute plaid, and we also have a boy's will made, which is a long all, out of the same fabric, so it could be a cute coordinate. And the with the butterscotch plaid with the dolly, they have black velveteen for the bow and black velveteen piping, and
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd
very
be really
very
pretty.
good looking.
Your buttons.
I know. I might have to have Ella come and show these buttons. Come here, Ella. Ella's been working today. Oh, is she over the hiccups yet? Nope. Come over here.
Maybe we just have to scare the hiccups out of you.
So Ella has been creating some button assortments for me, and we're gonna actually dump these on. This is called our button leaf assortment, and can we do it overhead on? Let's see. All right, let me slide it this way a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, we have a couple that aren't leaves, but we leave them in there because you might like that. And so what did we have to do? How many sizes?
There's 3 different sizes. This is large. This is medium,
Right?
and this is small.
That's right. And so we think that if you're getting creative and you want to embroider a flower, you could you could.
Gigi, this
Oh,
doesn't go.
I know, but we're throwing it in anyway. We're not
Hey,
charging
that could be the
for
center
it.
of their flower.
Yeah, that you can make a leaf, make leaves on a stem using these football-shaped mother-of-pearl buttons. And so, anyway, we call it our leaf assortment, and they are vintage. They've been around a long, long time, and we give extra. We say we have 12 each, but we gave extra, didn't we? Of all of them, yeah. And so, oh, there you go. There's a flower.
And then
Where's
you,
that little? Yeah.
Then you use your little
So
sitter one
around here, I really love buttons. Do you think I love buttons? Yeah. Okay, we can go
So
back
how many
to...
of those did you get one time, Sally? How many mother of pearl buttons? Oop, let me go back.
How many?
There we go.
We had some tons of mother of pearl buttons. With 6,000 pounds, 3 tons.
Yeah.
6,000 pounds of mother of pearl buttons, and this was part of it.
And the UPS guy said you can unload these yourself.
Well, they did. They came on a Mack truck, and he pulled his trailer up in front of our building, and he disconnected his cab, and he said, "Call me when you've emptied it." And I think your daddy was still living here at the time. Her daddy is my oldest son, Jason, and when they got home from school, they all got put to work. But I did back up the pickup truck and unload the first, but it was hot, like this kind of weather.
Oh gosh.
And I unloaded one truck full, but they came in boxes about this size that were 30 pounds each.
I was gonna say they had to be heavy.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really heavy. It's like gold, man. It's like gold. Anyway, so we've done all kinds of creative things with these buttons.
I can only,
And
I mean, if you can only imagine how many 6,000 pounds of these buttons
it's a lot,
were.
right? It's a whole
It's like going to
lot.
one of those farms where they have that big pit with the corn pieces in it. You know, the shelled corn. Have you ever been to one of those where kids
No.
play in it like a
Oh,
sand
no.
pit, but it's corn?
That would be
That's
I
kind of like your
haven't.
buttons.
Yeah, it would be like that.
Uh-huh.
But I think I've touched every single one of them because I do love them. I do love them. But anyway, I think it's about time for us to have a drawing, don't
How
you?
about that?
What do you think? So we have a giveaway today, and so a lot of you have entered, and so it's actually in that bin.
Oh, okay.
It's that bag. We've got trims and all kinds of oddball
Perfect,
things.
ladies. You got trims.
Yeah, that's right. You can do
Look
something
at
with
this.
these trims.
You can do things. Oh, this is pretty. Look at that.
I love that
Ooh.
Still
one.
have hiccups.
And that's for
That's all right.
winter. This one is really pretty.
Yeah, I love that. These are
Some black
there are
velvet.
3 1-yard pieces in
Uh-huh.
that. This is satin elastic,
Oh, cool.
and then
oh,
yeah.
and some of this buttercream.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, netting. Pretty.
So,
oh, and look
we're-
at this one.
see, that's pretty. I
That
love
is
that.
beautiful. Yeah.
It's got that green that you think is so ugly.
That's right. Actually, green's my favorite color, so I probably would have
Yeah.
picked that piece of fabric. Look at, oh, and here's some more trim. Look at these.
That's the little
Oh, that's
bodice
that
piece
little
that we're
thing.
uh-huh.
I made a dress out using this. If
Yeah.
you just make the little dress and you just put this over it.
See, that's what somebody
And make the
yeah,
yoke.
Yeah.
And then you tie it around your neck, and
How about that?
my daughter wore that dress.
All right, so we
Okay.
are gonna have Ella reach your hand in here and draw out a name. You ready?
Yep.
No peeking. No peeking. Okay, who'd we get?
Teresa Mather Dehart.
Yep, Teresa Dehart. And she says she loves Gab and Gush. So Teresa is the winner of our
Lucky
Our
Teresa.
giveaway today.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, we plan to be back on Friday. We'll be back on Thursday with another giveaway, and we'll be back on Friday. And
Kristen will be back on Friday.
yeah, but it was so fun to have you
It was
here.
great, yeah.
And I think it's next Tuesday that Joe Rostic is going to be with us.
That's right.
With her hand painted children's clothing that is really gorgeous. So
yes, they are.
yeah.
She's a really good friend, and that you love to see what she does.
All right,
Yes.
I'm going to see if maybe Michelle can reach around here and get us disconnected. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining us today, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Maybe.